Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is brought to you by Retirement Solutions Group. RSG understands that life is one big fight. Sometimes you're rocking it, sometimes you're getting rocked. But before you tap out, make sure the ones you love are well prepared financially. Call RSG for a life insurance quote and discussion at no cost to you. They're online at rsgusa.net. This bout is set for 3 rounds in the Shamrock FC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting tonight out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist standing 6 feet tall and weighing in at an even 154 pounds. Fighting out of Kansas City, Missouri, Calvin Williams. Across the cage, fighting tonight out of the red corner, this mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. Official weight 156 pounds. Fighting out of Kansas City, Missouri, Hunter Vaughn.
This fight is 3 rounds in the Shamrock FC lightweight division. Hunter Vaughn in the red tape, Calvin Williams in the blue. Vaughn quickly takes the center of the cage. Oh, kick sent him flying.
A little clash
Both
there.
of them.
Yeah, Calvin's here in the southpaw stance. Nice head movement there. He's moving his head like a boxer. You gotta be careful. You don't want to eat a knee or a kick there.
Completely.
Nice leg kick. Nice outside leg kick there by Calvin. Another one.
Williams looking to use that reach. But again, Vaughn really kind of throws like a boxer.
Yeah, you know, Vaughn was about half an inch off from that landing right there. Or I'm sorry, Calvin.
Oh, that one was straight to the cup. I heard that one from here.
Yeah, I'd really like to see one of these guys, you know, being that they're in opposite stance, you know, that really opens up, you know, you got the body kick, you got the inside leg kick.
And you got a kick to the cup.
Yeah, you do have that. But you also have the 2 right down the pipe, you know, I mean, you send that 2 right down the center.
Williams has got to set up those hands. He's got to use those hands now.
Yeah.
Vaughn kind of swinging quick. Williams looking to grab that body lock.
Vaughn does a good job reversing the position here.
Big knee from Vaughn.
Knee there.
Vaughn
Williams
trying to reach down for that low single. Oh, locks up the
needs to
neck.
Be careful leaving his neck out there. Went for the takedown there. Look good, he's hand fighting. He's got to watch the knee.
Big knee there out of both guys. Right in front of us here. Vaughn trying to get that takedown.
Vaughn trying to get the body lock. You know, Calvin's doing a real good job with, he's eating some big shots now. Vaughn's taking the back. He's got 1 hook in.
Vaughn starting to land those big shots.
Hope he's lost the
Plenty
hooks.
of time.
Williams doing a good job kind of wrapping up Vaughn's hands. A good turtle position
1 minute
here.
remaining in the round.
You know, he's not allowing Vaughn to get the hooks and take. Oh, spoke too soon.
Oh, yeah, got that hooks
over.
in. Fighting those hands.
Yeah, Vaughn's trying to trap that right arm there of Williams with his leg.
Plenty of time, though.
Oh, he's under the chin.
Oh, trying to stretch him out now, looking for the finish.
You know, Calvin's doing
Vaughn
a good job hand fighting here.
Oh, nice move there by Vaughn to wrap it up. Oh, can he get the finish? Vaughn looks up at the time.
Yeah, you think he's getting a little tired?
I think he's wanting to know how much time he's got to finish this in this one. But
just wants to make sure he has time?
Yeah, down to 10 seconds remaining.
Sometimes when you get those, you know, those positions, you're like, man, I want to finish this right now.
Exactly.
And you go, and man, it can be kind of a letdown when you don't. It can kind of wear on your energy. But Calvin's a little slow to stand up, shakes his head. I don't think he took a lot of damage there. But Hunter definitely won that round. I mean, he was in control for a good portion of that.
So if you're in the corner here of Calvin Williams Jr., we got to give him some advice. What are you going to tell him?
You know, really control that distance. You know, he actually has some success on his feet. You know, really watch that takedown. Stay busy, stay active. Don't allow Hunter to really press him and get that takedown.
Yeah, because Vaughn has done a great job. He set up everything with the jab. Very traditional boxing. Got to set up everything with the jab.
Yeah, I mean, he seems to be a little bit of the stronger of the two. I mean, at least kind of looking at the body types, he's a little bit thicker, you know. I'd imagine, you know, Hunter's just going to want to kind of stay in his face and try to get it to the ground. He found success there. You know, this got to give him a lot of confidence.
Second round. Now we also see Vaughn here kind of starting with some feints. Feints are so big.
Oh, absolutely. You know, feints really allow you to set up some offense. You know, it helps you get a read on your opponent, get them thinking, you know, reacting. Both these guys a little bit more patient
low
here.
Again. You know, there comes a time when you really do need to go out and buy a Diamond MMA cup for all of this. I'm telling you. You know, I talk about them all the time, but it's the one thing that if you're going to get kicked, it helps out everything. So
it's worth the investment.
Absolutely. But it is. It's one of the tough things about our sport. The other one being, of course, the eye pokes from the gloves. But it's just something that we're really never going to work through. I mean, especially on a southpaw to an orthodox fight.
Right. Yeah. When you have opposite stances and you try to throw that power kick, it's inevitable. Unfortunately, you know, especially when you have different heights.
Oh, big Superman punch just misses. I'm thinking Hunter Vaughn is getting tired of getting kicked low.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just going to close the distance, and we're just going to get after it right here. You know, Calvin did a good job landing some good body shots there, though. He's not just going to allow this to happen. So I'm going to turn this into a fight. Not going to just take me down. You know, Calvin's he's doing a good job circling away from the power hand. Hunter has to be careful. You know, he's a bit, you know, a bit more aggressive here, but he is circling to the power hand of Calvin as well as, you know, the power kick. You know, typically you want to kind of keep your foot on the outside of the other fighter and you want to circle away from the power shot. Calvin seems to really want to, you know, ooh.
Oh, big left.
Left over the top there. Yeah, Calvin's really trying to counter fight, but he's not really pushing anything. He's not really throwing any feints to try to, you know, get any sort of commitment from Hunter.
Big takedown.
Nice takedown. Right in the side control here.
Little Haraya Goshi there coming out of Hunter Vaughn.
Yeah, Hunter's going to slide in the mount here. Vaughn now looking to try
to step over.
Yeah, right in the mount.
Oh, this is a terrible position for Williams.
Yeah, you know, we got a lot of time here. We got 2.5 minutes. You know, Hunter, he's kind of got that, I don't know what to call it. He's trying to go for a gable grip, but then he's just kind of sleek, you know, grabbing on his own wrist there.
And that's a terrible position. I mean, he's just cranking that neck. You see the wincing face there of Calvin Williams.
Yeah, now the challenge, though, is he's allowing Calvin to really hand fight and take away any sort of torque that he has. You know, Hunter, if he's going to go for this rear naked, he needs, for example, with this right arm, he needs to get that right arm to his left bicep and get that left hand behind the head so that way he can really get some crank.
And it's just not working for him. So now he's just going to back up, keep that back mount, and then start the ground and pound from here.
Yeah, you know, Calvin has to do something. He can't just lay here with his head down. Oh.
End of the second round. Adam, how do you see this fight so far?
You know, I got to give it 2 rounds to Hunter. You know, 10-9 both those rounds. You know, if he does the same thing this next round, it's a smooth decision for him.
Calvin Williams has got to either A, be more aggressive, or he's got to start to find a controlling position and use his feints.
Yeah, he's just reacting the whole time. He hasn't really been able to set up any sort of offense of his own. So, yeah, he needs to be more aggressive, or to your point, get into a position where he can be in control.
But we still have a great night of fights ahead. Our main event, Garrett Wells taking on Chris Petty. Two big 155ers in that contest tonight.
We haven't had a fight go to the decision yet tonight, have we?
Yep. Third and final round.
Hunter Vaughn was very confident here.
Yep, Hunter Vaughn again in the red tape. Calvin Williams in the blue.
Calvin trying to set up some sort of offense.
Now he's throwing a little bit of combos there.
Yeah, he's coming forward there. I like to see him commit to his shots. Hunter Vaughn seems to be the fresher, more relaxed of the two. Calvin's doing a good job, staying on the outside, trying to pick his shots. Nice outside leg kicks there. Oh. Big shot there by Hunter landed.
Yeah, Hunter he really has been able to find his range much better than Williams. But he's also had to be able to control the cage. Cage control is so important in this game. Oh, big left hand there, though.
Nice shots there by Calvin. He's trying to find some rhythm here. He's doing a good job. He's landing some shots. He's putting together some combos. That had to have taken a toll having to carry, Hunter's weight.
Absolutely.
But he's in this. He could land a big shot and drop Hunter at any time.
Hunter goes upstairs.
Big head kick by Vaughn. Vaughn doesn't seem too worried about Calvin's, power at all. He's just coming forward. Nice little reset. Now Calvin's kind of taking the center of the cage here.
But again, it's really the back and forth, but Vaughn and the feints. He's keeping Williams guessing.
Yeah, Hunter's not allowing,
again,
Calvin to get comfortable at all.
1 minute remaining here in this 3-round contest. Both of these guys losing a little steam here towards the end.
Yeah, both guys, real relaxed. They don't seem to be pushing, the pace either way. If I'm Calvin, you got to really try to push the pace here and try to make something happen. He's probably behind the scorecards.
Big head kick there out of Williams.
No surprise from Hunter Vaughn, though. If I'm in his corner, you're probably up, 2-0. You don't want to get too crazy. If you can get to a position where you put him away, but, don't get reckless.
Trying to lock up, get that underhook position. Steps away is Hunter Vaughn. Down to just 10 seconds. Looks like this one may go to the judges.
First one for the night. Oh, big swing and a miss. It's a good fight.
Good fight, and it goes the distance tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Calvin Williams has a lot of heart. There's no quitting him.
Before we see what the judges, what do you take this one as, Adam?
I'm probably going to give this, 3 rounds to nothing for Hunter. So, 30-27 unanimous decision for Hunter, in my opinion.
Let's take a look here at our instant replay now. Again, we see some decent hands there out of Williams, but Vaughn just answers right back.
Yeah, you good combos there by Vaughn in that replay. Vaughn kept trying to do the counter punching. Unfortunately, with all of Hunter's feints, he wasn't able to really get any rhythm or get any sort of timing.
Let's see how the judges see this one. Let's send it up to Joe Parisi to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for your official decision. And this evening we have a unanimous decision. Your winner out of the red corner, Hunter Vaughn.
A huge win for Hunter Vaughn here in the Shamrock FC cage.